Alright everyone, before we get started talking away about our ideas and everything, I just want to check out Angie's body first, out of curiosity. Angie's body, she's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
I think would be warranted.
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Agreed, that's why we started right away. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked away to the dead body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Yeah, I just want to make sure this is for real, because obviously we see fake things around it. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. Oh,
Why is her ass so big?
I don't know. Does she look real to you?
I guess.
According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely.
I don't know, maybe I'm hyper-scrutinizing it, but I guess we'll say. Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead?
Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But
Her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these two wounds?
Alright, so I guess it's a real dead body.
Huh?
Uh-oh, or not.
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move.
Maki pushed me aside and lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? Whose hair is that hers? Why is it
Looks
so
like
short?
they're white hairs, but they're short ones.
I
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, their hair stuck to the tape. Long hairs.
What? They look
They
short.
look like they could be longer. Angie's right. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
but
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
Oh,
okay.
well, that is true.
Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay.
Thanks. Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
You wanna die?
Oh,
We didn't mean it in a bad way.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was joking. I couldn't
Got
resist.
a minute?
you don't need to apologize. I was joking too.
That didn't sound like a joke, though.
Alright, well, if Maki thinks that it's a dead body, it's a dead body.
Yeah, I guess so, unless she had a reason to say otherwise.
You think
Well-
Maki did it?
No, but I like to confirm things myself. It's just always for the best. But yeah, that was one of the things we were thinking about, that Angie might be like a fake body, and then something else might happen with like the whole seance thing they're doing. But I also wonder if maybe the holes in the seance room were used to get around somehow, if there's like a secret passage that we don't know
I'm
about.
sure there has to be.
Anyway, can we check out all of these things? 4 effigies hung upside down, making this particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
you're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes.
But we know that Kyo really likes rope.
We know that too.
Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole.
The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people, not just their faces, but their bodies too.
The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual?
Yeah, I don't know if Angie did that or if whoever murdered her did that. I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the point is. Right, if they're gonna do this much work, there must be some reason to it. But what could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Effigy's hung upside down. So they're all combined into one, I'm assuming? It's just gonna say the same thing? Yeah. Okay.
Maybe the sword is another one, though? Like, maybe you can move to the side slightly?
That may be.
Yeah.
Katana. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this, and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see.
Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
That's a very good point.
Because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
And blood at the tip for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on the display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But...
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kia's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well,
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Oh, interesting theory. A long weapon?
okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Ah, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana.
Aw,
I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway.
I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally. Just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this?
Anyway, the gold leaf in this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Does anyone have gold hands?
I don't know, it's not gonna be that easy, right? Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you.
So they just put it in there to hide the blood on it? Thinking that no one would
Maybe,
touch it
but that
because it's part of the
seems-
crime scene?
I don't know if they thought it like that way, but it seems like a really lazy place to hide the weapon. Well, whatever. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back in the wax effigy. They could have
By
put
the
it
way-
anywhere else or cleaned it. I wonder if there was a reason they couldn't.
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less.
There's a couple of things we have to establish, and I have to talk to some people before I can make a conclusion.
Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon?
Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this. Exactly.
I'm sure.
talking about.
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea. Yeah.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room.
Where else could it have come from? You saw it in there. The Necronomicon.
Yeah. Now, looking at the room... Other than that pool of blood, which could have been pouring out of her at any time, I suppose... She didn't necessarily have to be killed here, it looks like. Because they could have moved her, potentially. I wonder, but there's no real signs of... like, blood trail or something, so someone had to clean up. The other thing is if someone was guarding the whole time at the door. Because then they wouldn't have been able to do anything. Especially if Andy was here the whole time during the night. Which I guess, was it Himiko that was guarding outside the door last? That we saw in the morning?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I'd have to talk to her. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon.
I would like to see them.
By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in the book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if you look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look.
Let's.
Whoa, this looks crazy. You got a monkey, even a bear. Anyway, the Necronomicon Resurrection Trial. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes of the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
Huh.
So these are the steps of the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap? Pretty
claimed to.
obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this.
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out.
So she didn't have to human sacrifice anyone.
I guess not. Also, the book
disappointing.
isn't burned, so I guess
Nope.
it's never was used.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have here?
Pool of
Anything?
blood in the back door.
A small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood's from the back of her neck.
I thought you said it was the torso. This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more.
Well, now it's even more suspicious. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file.
Could it be the murderer's blood?
Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene.
Thank you. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless.
Anyway, let's continue. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Alright, let's see the door closely. How's the lock looking? The door is the lab's back door.
It's very pixelated suddenly.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, this door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's
Plus,
true.
wait, what? And because no one has used this door since we came in here? I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh wait, what's this?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock.
Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is
gold.
that all right?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want.
I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click.
Okay.
Just as I suspected. This lock will slide without much effort. So it's easy to manipulate. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. I wonder if they could have used like a magnet or something to lock the door behind them. Art Lab's back door has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
Well,
That could be one way.
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Maki walked over to the front door. Maybe I should talk to the others first. Gonta? Up. Let's get rid of that for now. We'll get their accounts, I suppose.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Yeah, but you guys could be outside. Wasn't exactly a foolproof plan. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But it a Tua's rule. Angie say he punished us if we not follow rules.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at nights. Huh? She was? Did you not realize that?
What?
No way. Student council would never break own rules. Did they not tell you about that, Gonta?
Right.
Sounds like they were taking advantage of you.
Oh, duh.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her, if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside, in spite of the student council rule. We know we were outside.
Yeah.
We were out and about last night, and obviously the other student council members were. We saw at least Himiko. And who else did we see?
Kokichi.
Oh, that's right, Kokichi was out and about, although that's just Kokichi. Doesn't necessarily mean he did anything.
Yeah, I don't think he had anything to do with this. But he was out.
I feel like he's just there as a constant red herring, probably.
Yes.
More than anything.
I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Bitch.
Huh? Tenka?
Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
I mean, that's true. She does have some motive.
No.
So you suspect Tenka?
Actually,
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab. But not anymore.
Yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
ah,
Yeah.
She said she would forgive her, but I'm not sure if she would let her in that easily after that
Right.
event.
Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
that's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here.
So Angie only let in student council members. That'd be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Samugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious.
I feel like Smoothie's just being a bitch.
Well, what else? Miyu, how are you doing?
This
Did you?
busty, brainy beauty has this all figured out.
Huh?
Well, tell us then. You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait.
Yeah, as long as we
Hey,
need.
wait, goddammit, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just
What?
listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me, listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
Alright.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right?
Uh-huh, of course. They are strange, but... Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be?
I figured it'd be something to confuse us. Diversions.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
Damn it,
You're a
Miyu.
waste of time.
Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her. Wait, did she
What
leave?
was that?
The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something?
Hmm.
So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are.
Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure skirts. What are you doing? Stop that.
Did she put something inside them?
I don't know.
What?
I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend's a doll now?
I don't think it's that.
Fucking virgin.
If
Oh,
you like
boy.
wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already.
I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. Well, I was going somewhere at first, and I don't know. What is the deal with these? A distraction. Was the rope used for something else as well? Anyway, I guess we'll talk to Maki and see what she wants to do with the door here.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Did we try opening it? I actually don't remember. Or if we were just
I
like
don't
knocking and calling to
remember
her.
either.
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. Okay, I
Okay,
couldn't remember.
good.
I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked up until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Yeah, there we go. Kokichi picked the lock,
click.
basically, which we saw last time. Open sesame. Or says me. So he picked this... Oh, you. That's right.
So he picked the cylinder lock open.
Apparently.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
Well, never say never.
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Mono Cubs took the key.
Okay, here it is. But there's only one key, so don't lose it.
It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. And Monodam's like, screw that. Let me see that key. Monodam swiped the key from the Monofanny and lifted it into his mouth. Nom, 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 nom.
Ah, he ate it.
then
So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right?
Assuming no one else has lockpicking skills, assuming... I think they said it was the only copy of the key.
What about, like, kicking it open?
There probably would have been damage, right? You
I
would have
guess
noticed
so.
it. Probably wouldn't have locked again. Correct, only Kokichi would have been able to open and close it from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they please. That's true.
So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily, I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how that person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. I would say the back one is probably the weak link there.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like probably could have been easily manipulated somehow. Alright, lab's front door's been added. Awesome. Is that it for this room?
Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock,
Yeah, so strange that's how I figured this was probably going to be the crime scene.
and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right?
Of course. Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Mono Cubs. So both doors could only be locked from the inside.
But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So we could have created this locked room mystery.
Maybe.
It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly,
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
To be fair, Kokichi has a habit of doing that. It's not just this.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious.
Well, that's also nothing new. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Yep, Kokichi's lockpicking. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet.
Well, you're right about that.
We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
you're
We
right.
have just the right amount
It's
of time,
always just
Maki.
enough time. You're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. Really, that's the first thing we do? Okay. You may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place.
Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
I don't know. You just slipped into the role so naturally.
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it.
It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki's a tremendous help to me. Alright, so now we examine this room first and got some idea. Yeah, I guess we can assume this is real. Angie's really dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. So who do you think did it, if you had to say, out of anyone here? Or in the other rooms too, of
I
course.
mean, like, there is Tenko.
Yeah, I mean, Tango
has
is a
motive,
possibility, I
but
have to admit.
I don't know about that.
It is possible that Maki could have done it, I guess?
But I don't think she would.
Yeah, the thing is, if Maki did do it, wouldn't she admit to it?
I think so.
Because it seemed like she was willing to sacrifice herself. I think she would have told us.
I think so. I don't think Miyu did it. I don't think Smoogie did it because she was in her cult. I don't think Gonta did it because he was in the cult.
Yeah, this one I'm really
wait,
kind of
Can we
split
look
on.
at everyone so I remember who's...
Yeah, who's still around?
I don't think Kaito did it.
Kaito.
No, because he
Then
was in
again,
the cult.
Kaito wasn't really himself for a lot of this chapter. I don't know, though. I don't think...
Right.
He wouldn't necessarily kill him, though.
I
her.
don't think Kokichi did it because he's just crazy.
Kyo is weird, but... I don't think he would do it.
I don't think he would either, but he likes ropes specifically, and the sword is from his room,
Yeah, so someone tried to frame him.
trying to frame him.
Yeah, they're trying to... That's why it's a distraction, because they're trying to make us think it's Kia with the ropes and the sword.
Ah.
So that's why I think someone tried to frame him.
I don't think Kibo did it. I don't think Himiko did it. Dang. Would she really, though? Samuki was so quick to throw her onto the bus, but I don't think she would do it because she was in the cult.
I'm actually more suspicious of the people in the cult. I almost feel like maybe one of them...
So do you think Samugi, because she was so quick to be like, I think Tenko did it?
I don't know. I'm really not too sure. Because I kind of feel like if it was Tenko that had done it, she wouldn't want to get away with it because that would mean killing Himiko. So if Tenko did do it, we wouldn't have to worry about this because she would have probably confessed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously no one ever confesses, but I just feel like she probably didn't do it. That's my gut. Maybe something else will give us more of an idea? I'm not really sure though.
Maybe.
Alright, let's get out of here and investigate the other rooms then.